Then let's go to. Let's do a musical. Sometime. Then Jarrera. Okay, so try to think of the order. Then we can go to trying to go fast. Trying to go guide girl. After Cielo Rojo, let's do Salsita Pano.
Check, test. Test, check.
In my mind, I'm going. Is that clear?
All right. We are good to go. Thank you for that patience. And we'll hit it up here at your call.
All right. So just to reiterate, the next song we're going to do is a polka from Mexico. It might seem funny that like Mexicans like polkas, but you know what? Mexicans like polkas. So this one is called Jesucita en Chihuahua.
Ready? 1, 2, 3.
All right, thank you very much, everybody. The next song we're going to do is called "The Sea Nos Dejan," and this is a bolero. So this is a romantic song, and mariachis actually didn't traditionally play romantic music before, like the 1940s. About so it's a long story, but I won't tell you the whole thing. But around the 1940s, there was a musician strike, and the boleros were played by the Cuban musicians and by the guys that play that kind of music, but they all went on strike. So the mariachis had to learn how to play some of those songs, and it's again, it's a longer story. But this particular bolero is one written by Jose Alfredo Jimenez, who's one of the most famous and most beloved Mexican song composers. She's got just beautiful, beautiful songs. More songs in the standard repertoire of mariachi than any other person. So there's any mariachi. If they ask you what you want to play, say, "Oh, how about Jose Alfredo Jimenez?" So, oh my God, I can't believe you asked me. Those are our favorite songs. Okay, Si Nos Dejan.
querer toda la vida. Si nos dejan, nos vamos a vivir a un mundo nuevo. Yo creo podemos ver el nuevo amanecer de un nuevo día. Todavía, si nos dejan, buscamos un rincón cerca del cielo. Si nos dejan, terciopelo. Y allí, juntitos los dos, cerquita de Dios, será lo que soñamos. Si nos dejan, te llevo de la mano, corazón, y allí nos vamos. Si nos dejan, buscamos un rincón cerca del cielo. Si nos dejan, haremos con las nubes terciopelo. Y allí, juntitos los dos, cerquita de Dios, será lo que soñamos. Si nos dejan, te llevo de la mano, corazón, y allí nos vamos. Si nos dejan, de nuevo no me vas a olvidar. Si nos dejan, si nos dejan.
All right. The next one we'll do for you is another ranchera. This one's written by Fernando Maldonado, who's producer and arranger, and doesn't have that many songs that he composed, but like 3 of the songs that he composed are 3 of the most famous and most beloved in the repertoire. This one is called Hermoso Cariño.
Hermoso cariño, que Dios me ha mandado a ser destinado nomás para mí. Precioso dregado, el cielo agregador y que a la coada dicha y amor. Hermoso cariño, hermoso cariño, ya estoy como niño con nuevo juguete, contento y feliz. Comparta mi cama y quiero quitarlo. Hermoso cariño, ellos me han mandado nomás para mí. Hermoso cariño, hermoso cariño, ya estoy como niño con modo de verte contento y feliz.
All right, thank you very much. Next song I'm going to do is another song, but this one is in the rhythm from the state next door in Michoacan. This is called La Charreada. Charreada in Mexico is like saying a rodeo. And charros, you might have heard that word. Charros is a very kind of high class Mexican cowboy, very skilled. And the suits that we have, the mariachi suits, where do the mariachi suits come from? They're not mariachi suits. They're trajes charro. Okay, so the suits that we wear are in the style of the charros. So this particular song, La Charreada, is one that's like calling the beginning to their types of rodeos that they have. All right, the next one we're going to do for you. This is in the rhythm of a huapango. Huapango, sometimes called son huasteco. This is music from eastern Mexico. So mariachis kind of grew out of western Mexico. We say the state of Jalisco, but even back before they drew the lines, it's like Jalisco, Michoacan, Nayarit, all the states kind of, but on the western side is where mariachis came from. On eastern Mexico, they had different types of music that goes back centuries also, and it's a slightly different rhythm. But in the 20th century, mariachis had to learn to play all the types of songs from all over. So this one is in the rhythm of a huapango. You hear the rhythm just a little bit different. And this is by Juan Saiza. It's called Cielo Rojo. I hope you enjoy it.
Sin tu cariño voy caminando y no sé qué hacer. Y el cielo me contesta cuando pregunto por ti, mujer. No he podido olvidarte desde la noche en que te perdí. Sombras de duda y celo solo me envuelven pensando en ti. Deja que yo te busque y si te encuentro, vuelve otra vez. Olvida lo pasado, ya no te acuerdes de aquel ayer. Olvida lo pasado, ya no te acuerdes de aquel ayer. Mientras yo estoy dormido, sueño que vamos los dos muy juntos a un cielo azul. Pero cuando despierto, el cielo es rojo y me faltas tú. Aunque yo sea culpable de aquella triste separación. Vuelve por Dios tus ojos, vuelve a quererme, vuelve mi amor. Deja que yo te busque y si te encuentro, vuelve otra vez. Olvida lo pasado, ya no te acuerdes de aquel ayer. Olvida lo pasado, ya no te acuerdes de aquel ayer.
All right, now we have our youngest member of the group who's going to come, and she's 5? Oh, wait. 15. Oh, sorry. I missed my number. All right. The song, another ranchera. This is El Sauce y la Palma.
es ligera, qué lindo es el sol, que alumbra la tierra, qué dicha tan grande del hombre que espera su fiel compañera, la dueña de su amor. El sauce, la palma, se mece con calma, sus hojas se visten de una cara azul. Qué hermoso sombrío del sauce y la palma, alma de mi alma, qué linda eres tú.
All right, the next song is going to be sung by the oldest member of the group. Wait, no, that's not true. This one is Ojitos Traidores. So here's the funny thing about mariachis. We sing all these happy songs. Everybody's like, I went to mariachis. I was so happy. Yeah. But you know what the words mean? Half the songs are, well, okay, half the songs are really happy. Half the songs are, oh my God, you're so beautiful and it's so nice and everything. The other half are like really sad. Okay. And this one, Ojitos Traidores, it's kind of in the middle of things, but it's your treacherous eyes. I know that your treacherous eyes are doing something. So this was sung by one of the greatest singers in the world, Javier Solis. And I hope you enjoy Ojitos Traidores.
Esto sí, señor.
Por unos ojitos negros, negritos como mi suerte. Por unos ojitos negros, negritos como mi suerte. Me están quitando la vida, me van a causar la muerte. Me están quitando la vida, me van a causar la muerte. Quieres decirme serrana que hace falta para quererte. Quieres decirme serrana que hace falta para quererte. El día que tú me mires con cariño y sin desprecio, el día que tú me mires con cariño y sin desprecio, voy a decirte serrana lo mucho que te quiero. Voy a decirte serrana lo mucho que yo te quiero. Quieres decirme serrana que hace falta para quererte. Quieres decirme serrana que hace falta para quererte.
Si me miran, me ganarán, de noche no quieren verme.
Quieres decirme serrana que hace falta para quererte. Quieres decirme serrana que hace falta para quererte.
What happened to this microphone? The next one we're going to do for you is a song actually a friend of mine composed named Ruben Fuentes. And he, as far as I'm concerned, literally the single most important person in the history of mariachi music. He was actually not born into a family of mariachis. He was born into a family of classical musicians. And when he was a teenager, moved to Mexico City and playing violin, and his mom played piano, so he knew music theory and study. But then Mariachi Vargas, with that time, wasn't quite the best mariachi in the world, but they were still well known. They were looking for a violinist, and he entered the group. And since he had sort of a vision of being a classical musician from didn't grow up as a mariachi, he sort of saw the musicians and said, hey, well, I can arrange you guys and I can have you do different things. So when I mentioned the boleros, mariachis didn't originally do that. It was his idea to say, well, literally he told me, well, I just had to teach the mariachis how to play romantic music. And then that's like the end of the story. Mariachis play that all the time. So he entered Mariachi Vargas around 1950 when he was maybe 20, 21 years old. And then he was still in charge of the group until he passed away, 96 years old, a year and a half ago. So literally the last 60 years, 70 years of anything in the mariachi world, he was in charge of the most important group in the world. And he arranged music for all the biggest singers and wrote music for everybody. So literally the most important person in the history of the mariachi world. And this is one of his most famous songs. It's called La Bikina. And it became real famous more recently because Luis Miguel, you ever heard of Luis Miguel? He sang this on one of his albums. And this is actually the Luis Miguel version was actually from like 1970s that Marco Antonio Muniz sang that back then. So people think it's his, but the original version of the song actually is more like this. It's an instrumental version, and we're going to play that for you. La Bikina. All right, thank you very much. So the group might not look like it, but members of the group in the past years, 25 years, I mentioned this 25th anniversary, we've been very lucky to have been invited to perform in many different places, and all over San Diego we played, all the colleges, all the schools here, but we've also traveled quite a bit. And I'm not every member that you're looking at right now, but the group formally has been to France, has been to Spain, has been to China, Germany, Brazil, Peru, Jordan, Egypt, Russia, South Korea, we've been Australia recently, been all over the world. And Chula Vista, well, sometimes, I was in a thing once and people were like, wow, there's like down in Chula Vista, we should probably find some people. It's like, that's where I live. Like they're talking about it like they're going to the Andes to discover something. It's like, oh man. Anyways, it's actually a true story. But we just got back from Guadalajara. So there's a big mariachi festival in Guadalajara. And how many of you guys were in Guadalajara? We had about 7 or 8, so about half the group that's here. So why don't we play the song Guadalajara? You know who's the most famous person who ever sang this song? It's a song, Guadalajara, 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 Guadalajara. I'll give you a hint. Guadalajara, Guadalajara. Elvis Presley. So a movie called Fun in Acapulco. Elvis Presley is there, and he came out with a mariachi. And I think Guadalupe's. There's another guy that teaches in one of the high schools. I think like his uncle was in that or something. I think he told me before. Somebody in town is related to somebody who was in the mariachi. Of course, he says things like that all the time, so I can never trust him. So I hope you enjoy Guadalajara.
Guadalajara, 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 Guadalajara. Tienes el alma de provinciana, hueles a limpia rosa temprana. La verdejara fresca del río, son tus palomas, tu caserío. Guadalajara, Guadalajara, hueles a pura tierra mojada. ¡Arriba, Guadalajara, sí señor! Guadalajara hermosa, no decirte una cosa, tú que conservas agua del pozo y en tus mujeres el fiel rebozo. Guadalajara, Guadalajara, tienes el alma más mexicana. La que pa' que pueblito, olorosos jarritos, hace más fresco el dulce tepache para la birria frente al mariachi, y en los parianes y alpanería suenan con tristes melancolías.
Thank you. We can keep playing all day. I got a couple more songs that I wanted to do. Does anybody have a question? Anybody I was thought, but there was never mariachi again that I can ask. No. Sometimes the kids do that. It's like, oh, well, how come? I don't know. No. Any questions? Any questions? Come on. All right. So I mentioned. So I'm like the only guy up here who's not Mexican, right? You're at least half Mexican. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're Mexican. Okay. Just making sure. Just making sure. Oh yeah, I forgot about you. So Filipino, Hawaiian. Okay. Yeah, I forgot. Anyways, one of the things that's been fun for me as not Mexican guy who learned Spanish actually by hanging out with the mariachis. It's kind of silly, but my accent is real good, but my vocabulary is not that good because I literally learned by just talking to the guys. Is learning more about just the the words behind the songs, because I fell in love with just the sound of the music, no idea what they were saying. And certain songs, they'll just have really just beautiful, beautiful lyrics to them. It's just absolute poetry. And then I like turn on the radio. It's like, oh, hey, baby, baby, what's going on in English? It's like, what are these songs? Because some of these other ones are just really like stunningly beautiful. One of the ones I thought we would do right now, Sabor a mí, is just a really, really nice song. Sabor a mí is the taste of me. And it's as, wait a minute, how old are you? Can I talk about like love songs? No? Okay, it's okay. So just pretend like you're not listening, okay? It talks about, it's like, oh, you know, after we're not together, I'm still taste you, and I know that you still have the taste of me in your mouth. Like that's just how touchingly beautiful that some of this is. So I'll stop right there just so it's not comfortable. But there are just so many songs, and seriously, if you hear a song that's beautiful, just find out what it is, look up the lyrics, translate them, and there's just absolute beautiful poetry in so many of these songs. So it's one of the nicest that I enjoy. Sabor a mí. Two solos at the top. No, two in the middle. So one at the top.
Tanto tiempo disfrutamos de este amor, nuestras almas se acercaron, tanto así que yo guardo tu sabor, como tú llevas también un sabor a mí. Si negaras mi presencia en tu vivir, bastaría con abrazarte y conversar. Tanta vida yo te di, que por fuerza llevas ya sabor a mí. No pretendo ser tu dueño, no soy nada, yo no tengo vanidad de mi vida, doy lo bueno, soy tan pobre que otra cosa puedo dar. Pasarán más de 1000 años y muchos más, yo no sé si tenga amor la eternidad, pero allá tal como aquí, en la boca llevarás sabor, sabor a mí. No pretendo ser tu dueño, no soy nada, yo no tengo vanidad de mi vida, doy lo bueno, soy tan pobre que otra cosa puedo dar. Pasarán más de 1000 años y muchos más, yo no sé si tenga amor la eternidad, pero allá tal como aquí, en la boca llevarás sabor a mí, sabor a mí.
Thank you very much. think we'll just do one more song for you. If that's okay. Nobody has any questions? Did that make any questions? No. Yeah.
Well, I probably mentioned it before you got here. So you guys are part of the school, or you guys are part of your?
So I'll mention it one more time. So we're all from Southwestern College.
Okay.
So down in Chula Vista, and so it's a sister community college. There are 4 or 5 here in San Diego, and I actually started teaching mariachi there in 1998. So this is the 25th anniversary of the mariachi program at Southwestern. So how old are you? So yeah, it's just kind of funny how that happens, isn't it? So no, I've been there 25 years, and we actually have a nice concert coming up in 2 weeks, which I'll take the opportunity to plug. Wednesday, October 18th, we're going to have a concert at the new Performing Arts Center. I don't know if you realize, but we just opened up a brand new Performing Arts Center a year and a half ago. It's the same architect that designed the shell for the San Diego Symphony. And it's funny how the timing worked out because of the pandemic and everything got delayed. They ended up opening within like a month of each other. So we were in meetings with these guys, and they're like, yeah, well, this other project we have. And so it was kind of fun to know and to hear a little bit behind the scenes. But it's the same architect, so it's really, really nice building. 500-seat theater, which is really beautiful. And so we're going to be playing there. We have 3 different mariachis classes at the school. There's beginning, intermediate, advanced. Each of the classes has 25 to 30 people in them. So they're really, really big mariachis. And when we go out to do performances like this, usually we have about 10 people, some minimum 7 or 8. Sometimes we show up at somebody's backyard with like 18 people. It's like there's only 5 people in the party. We showed up with 18. But it's an opportunity for me to give performance experiences to all the students. This isn't the music that we've been rehearsing for the concert, just to let you know. So this is stuff that we do, based on who's here, what song do you want to sing, and we sort of figured it out. That's why it's a little bit less polished. But when we do the concert, we've been working on some music, which was really nice, with the 25-piece mariachi on stage with microphones and lights and the whole thing. So you can find tickets. There'll be tickets at the door, but SWC, Southwestern College Music, swcmusic.com, and you can get some tickets there, and it's nice. So yeah, so that's the program. One little thing, just also since you asked, we our little claim to fame is that we have a college degree in mariachi music at Southwestern College, and that was the first in the world anywhere. The president of the college back then was Serafin Sassueta. Dr. Sassueta was the president. He worked with Bob Griego, who was the president of Sweetwater Union High School District. They wanted to implement mariachi in a lot of those schools. So how many of you guys started playing mariachi in one of the Sweetwater schools? Just raise your hands. No? So most of these guys, you didn't. Where'd you start? Wake up! Wake up! Come on. No. So pretty much all these guys started in middle school or one of the high schools in the Sweetwater district. In 1996, the very first high school program in San Diego County started at Southwest High School. Southwest High School. And then we started January 98, so a year and a half later at Southwestern College. And there was always a link between trying to get the high school kids to see that we had programs at the college. And then when Dr. Sassueta called me, he was just looking for somebody with a college degree who could start this program. And he said, I was out in Tucson and I saw the mariachi conference, and I heard about it in New Mexico. They have all these programs in Texas. So I want to have a mariachi degree at my school, just like they have in all those other places. I was like, I'm from Tucson. I went to that conference. So there's no such thing as a degree anywhere in the music in the world, even much less down in Mexico. We're way ahead the mariachi education field in the United States ahead of Mexico. They're catching up. But yes, I said, if you want to do it, I'll do it. And so I started in 98, 2004, the degree was approved. And right now there are at least 5 or 6 other schools that have bachelor's, and there's a master's at UT San Marcos. Alicia's just transferred there to get her master's degree. I don't know if you guys know that, but one of our former students who was also here, she has been up in LA for a while teaching, and she just went to San Marcos this year to get her master's in that. So yeah, that's the program. So we're all so thank you for inviting us here. It's really fun. And yeah, it's our pleasure. I think we'll just do one more song, if that's okay. We're just doing the most famous songs. So I just keep telling you we're doing another one of the most famous songs. But this one really is just an anthem of the mariachis. We play this pretty much every time we go out to perform, sometimes as the first song to announce that we're coming in, sometimes we do it when we end. This is El Son de la Negra. Hope you enjoy.
aquí, por eso vivo penando. Que la quiero ver aquí, con su rebozo de seda que le entra que de pipí. Cuando me traes a mi negra, que la quiero ver aquí, con su rebozo de seda que le entra que de pipí.
Wonderful. Where's the tequila?
That's great. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Thanks for running.
I started working at Southwestern in '97.
No kidding.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's what it was. So